If you're over 60, this may be one of the most important videos you watch this year. Some vegetables that appear perfectly healthy, the kind most people trust without a second thought, could actually be quietly harming your body. They may weaken your immune system, speed up brain aging, and even chip away at your leg muscles, putting you at much higher risk for falls, which remain the leading cause of fatal injuries among older adults. Yes, you heard that right. Certain vegetables may be damaging your mobility without you ever noticing. And this isn't a scare tactic. These insights come directly from large, science-backed studies published in the Journal of Gerontology. Researchers followed tens of thousands of seniors and uncovered alarming links between specific vegetables and rapid declines in physical function, blood vessel health, and even memory. Most people have no idea. They eat these so-called healthy vegetables every day, not knowing they can trigger hidden inflammation, damage tiny blood vessels in the legs, and slowly weaken walking ability over time. It's not your fault. These dangers rarely make headlines. In today's video, you'll discover 3 vegetables you should eat to support brain clarity, immune strength, and strong, steady legs. And just as importantly, 3 vegetables you must avoid if you want to stay active, independent, and sharp well into your later years. And stay with me until the end because I'll reveal one extremely popular vegetable many people think is beneficial, yet it may be silently sabotaging your leg health. Before we dive in, I'd love to get to know you better. How old are you? Where are you watching from? And which vegetable do you eat most often? Drop a comment below. It helps us understand you, and it helps us create content that truly serves this community. Let's begin with the first vegetable every senior should keep close: broccoli, the quiet green powerhouse that does far more for your body than most people realize. It doesn't look impressive. It doesn't demand attention. Yet this humble vegetable is one of the strongest tools you have to stay steady, sharp, and independent well into your older years. What gives broccoli its remarkable strength is a natural compound called sulforaphane. This plant nutrient attacks inflammation at its source, stopping it before it spreads through your body. And inflammation isn't just discomfort. It is a slow, silent force that weakens your heart, erodes your bones, clouds your memory, and even reduces your grip strength. Sulforaphane steps in early, neutralizing this damage before it builds up. It activates your body's own detox systems and boosts the way your cells protect themselves every single day. And the science behind this is truly powerful. A major U.S. study tracking 12,486 adults found that seniors who ate broccoli 1 to 2 times per week had a 32 to 43% lower risk of death from all causes compared to those who rarely ate it. That is an enormous protective advantage. On top of that, hundreds of large reviews show that diets rich in cruciferous vegetables, including broccoli, help lower inflammation, reduce cholesterol, and prevent many chronic diseases that appear more often after age 60. But broccoli doesn't stop there. Every serving delivers vitamin K, calcium, and powerful antioxidants, the exact trio your bones and arteries rely on to stay strong and flexible. Stronger bone density means fewer fractures. Cleaner arteries mean better circulation. And when your bones and blood flow stay healthy, you move with less pain and far more freedom. Your legs and feet feel the difference too. Broccoli naturally supports circulation in the lower limbs, improving balance, steadiness, and comfort when you stand or walk. Better blood flow means fewer cramps, less swelling, warmer feet, and legs that no longer feel like heavy anchors, especially for anyone managing diabetes or high blood pressure. To get the full benefits, preparation matters. Light steaming or quick boiling for 2 to 3 minutes helps preserve sulforaphane and vitamin C. Avoid deep frying. High heat destroys these delicate nutrients. If you often feel bloated, cook broccoli more thoroughly and pair it with herbs like dill or cilantro. Aim for 1 to 2 servings per week, with each serving about half a cup. For variety, rotate broccoli with cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, or watercress. a powerful mix that keeps your body protected on every front. Now let's move to the second vegetable every senior should seriously consider adding to their daily routine: bell peppers. Bright, colorful, and surprisingly powerful, bell peppers may look simple on the outside, but inside they hold some of the most essential nutrients your body needs to stay strong, sharp, and protected as you age. What makes bell peppers stand out is their extraordinary concentration of vitamin C. In fact, red bell peppers contain 2 to 3 times more vitamin C than oranges, making them one of the richest natural sources available. And for adults over 60, whose immune systems naturally weaken with age, this matters more than ever. A stronger immune system means a lower risk of pneumonia, seasonal flu, urinary infections, and other illnesses that can take a heavy toll on seniors. But vitamin C goes beyond immunity. It helps reduce chronic inflammation, one of the silent forces behind heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. A simple serving of bell peppers can become a daily defense system your body desperately needs. But the benefits don't stop there. Bell peppers come packed with a wide spectrum of powerful antioxidants, including vitamin A, beta-carotene, lycopene, quercetin, lutein, and zeaxanthin. These compounds work together to neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that speed up cell aging and damage tissues throughout the body. When seniors get enough antioxidants, memory improves, mental clarity strengthens, and blood vessels stay more flexible and resilient. It's like giving your brain and your circulatory system an extra layer of long-term protection. Bell peppers are also remarkable when it comes to eye health. The high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin concentrate directly in the macula, the part of the eye responsible for sharp vision, color detection, and light processing. These nutrients act as natural blue light filters, shielding the retina from UV rays and digital strain. For people over 60 who are at higher risk of macular degeneration and cataracts, this protection can truly make the difference between maintaining clear vision and slowly losing it. Your heart benefits too. Bell peppers are naturally rich in potassium and extremely low in sodium, a combination that helps relax blood vessels, balance electrolytes, and support healthy blood pressure. Their fiber content also lowers LDL, the bad cholesterol, helping prevent plaque buildup and reducing the chance of artery blockage. For seniors managing hypertension or cardiovascular risks, bell peppers are one of the most heart-friendly vegetables you can choose. And if you are watching your blood sugar, here is more good news. Bell peppers are low in carbohydrates, low on the glycemic index, and high in soluble fiber, a trio that slows sugar absorption and helps maintain stable glucose levels after meals. This makes them an ideal choice for older adults with diabetes or prediabetes. To get the most from bell peppers, preparation matters. Eat them raw or lightly cooked. Quick sautéing or adding them to salads is perfect for preserving vitamin C. Avoid overcooking, as long boiling can destroy this heat-sensitive nutrient. Seniors can safely enjoy about 1/2 to 1 large bell pepper per day, either mixed into meals or eaten fresh. If you have acid reflux or a sensitive stomach, cooking bell peppers gently can reduce irritation. Just don't overcook them so you still retain their vitamin content. And as with any food, moderation is key. Enjoy bell peppers regularly, but in reasonable amounts. Up next, we'll move on to another vegetable that supports your heart, strengthens your joints, and boosts your overall vitality. Keep watching. It only gets better from here. Now we come to the final vegetable this channel wants every senior to know about. A simple ingredient you've seen your whole life, yet its power is often underestimated. Carrots. Bright, sweet, comforting. And one of the most reliable foods for protecting your health as you move through your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Carrots are best known for their rich content of beta-carotene, a plant pigment your body converts into vitamin A, the nutrient that keeps your retina strong and your vision sharp. But beta-carotene does more than help you see in the dark. It actively shields your eye cells from oxidative damage, slows down age-related macular degeneration, and helps delay the development of cataracts. For many older adults, adding carrots regularly is one of the simplest natural ways to keep their eyes clear, steady, and reliable for the long years ahead. But the benefits reach far beyond vision. Carrots are loaded with powerful antioxidants, especially carotenoids, that fight the chronic inflammation at the root of many age-related illnesses: heart disease, high blood pressure, and arterial stiffness. The soluble fiber in carrots helps reduce LDL, the bad cholesterol, keeping arteries clearer and blood flow smoother. At the same time, the natural potassium in carrots helps balance sodium levels, supporting healthier blood pressure. This combination makes carrots one of the most heart-friendly vegetables you can eat, and the science backs this up. A major study published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2011 followed 20,000 adults over 10 years. Those with higher levels of alpha-carotene, a nutrient abundant in carrots, had a 39% lower risk of dying from heart disease. That is not a small improvement. That is a life-changing difference. Carrots also support digestion and blood sugar stability, two areas seniors often struggle with. Their rich fiber content helps increase bowel movement, reducing constipation, a very common issue for older adults. And with a low glycemic index and low calorie density, carrots help maintain steady blood sugar and support gentle weight management. Research published in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2014, tracking more than 3,000 adults, found that people who ate carrots regularly had a 32% lower risk of lung cancer compared to those who rarely ate them. Another powerful reminder of how simple foods can create profound effects. With all these benefits, there are still a few important notes seniors should keep in mind. Because beta-carotene is fat-soluble, carrots are best absorbed when eaten with a little healthy oil, lightly steamed for 4 to 5 minutes, or quickly sautéed with olive oil. But avoid deep frying, long boiling, or reheating multiple times, as high heat destroys nutrients. And like anything good, balance matters. Carrots contain a large amount of beta-carotene, and eating more than 1 to 2 large carrots per day over long periods may cause a harmless yellowing of the skin. Seniors with type 2 diabetes should choose raw or lightly steamed carrots, avoiding overly soft or pureed preparations, while keeping intake to 1 medium carrot per day or every other day. One more crucial point: do not replace whole carrots with carrot juice. Juicing strips away the fiber, speeds sugar absorption, and can cause blood sugar spikes. Eating whole or lightly cooked carrots is always the healthier choice. And finally, avoid combining large amounts of carrots with animal liver. Liver is extremely high in retinol, preformed vitamin A, and when paired with beta-carotene from carrots, it can lead to excessive vitamin A levels, causing headaches, nausea, dizziness, and long-term liver stress. Seniors should separate these foods by 2 to 3 days. Before we move on, let's take a gentle step back. The vegetables we just explored are powerful allies, foods that strengthen your heart, sharpen your mind, and support your independence as you age. But just as some vegetables lift you up, others can quietly work against your body, especially after the age of 60. And this is where things become truly important. Because knowing what to avoid is just as essential as knowing what to eat. Now let's begin with the first vegetable older adults should be extremely cautious with: raw sprouts, especially bean sprouts. They look harmless, fresh, crisp, even clean. But raw sprouts carry risks that most people never realize. The main problem begins right at the source. Sprouts are grown in a warm, dark, and humid environment, the perfect breeding ground for harmful bacteria like E. coli, salmonella, and listeria. Young people may fight off these infections, but adults over 60 have weaker immune defenses, making them far more vulnerable to food poisoning. Severe diarrhea, abdominal pain, or bacterial infections that can require hospitalization. And this isn't just theory, it's documented reality. In December 2022. The United States reported a salmonella outbreak linked to alfalfa sprouts, with 63 confirmed cases and 10 hospitalizations. Among 50 investigated patients, 35 people, 70%, had eaten raw alfalfa sprouts. No washing method can fully eliminate these bacteria. That is why the CDC clearly advises high-risk groups, including adults 65 and older, to avoid raw sprouts entirely. There are more concerns. Raw sprouts contain a high amount of insoluble fiber, which can trigger bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort, especially in seniors with gastritis, acid reflux, or irritable bowel conditions. And because sprouts are usually eaten raw or only lightly blanched, dangerous microbes remain intact. Poor production practices may also lead to contamination with growth-accelerating chemicals that are difficult for the body to process. So what is the safest choice? For seniors, the answer is simple. Always cook sprouts thoroughly. Proper heat treatment destroys harmful bacteria that rinsing alone cannot remove. Be cautious when dining out, as restaurants often add raw sprouts to salads, sandwiches, or use them as garnish. If you want the nutritional benefits without the risks, choose fully cooked vegetables such as steamed broccoli, boiled spinach, or heat-treated sprouts. And if your goal is to support gut health, look to cooked asparagus, fermented foods that have been pasteurized, or other gut-friendly vegetables that are proven safe for older adults. Up next, we'll continue exploring the vegetables that may look innocent, but can silently affect your heart, mobility, and long-term health. Stay with me. The next one may surprise you even more. Now let's move on to the second vegetable older adults truly need to pay attention to, one that may surprise you. Spinach. Yes, the very vegetable most people think of as the symbol of strength and perfect nutrition. And while spinach is indeed rich, vibrant, and full of valuable nutrients, for adults over 60, it comes with very specific risks that are often overlooked. It sounds surprising, doesn't it? A food that is universally praised, yet potentially problematic for seniors. But once we break down the science, everything becomes clear. Spinach is extremely high in vitamin K, a nutrient that naturally promotes blood clotting. This is not an issue for most people, but for older adults taking blood thinners such as warfarin, too much vitamin K can directly interfere with their medication. The danger does not come from spinach itself, but from inconsistency. If a senior suddenly eats a large amount of spinach, the spike in vitamin K can weaken the effect of warfarin and increase the risk of blood clots, stroke, or heart attack. And the reverse is also true. If someone has been eating a high vitamin K diet for weeks and suddenly stops, the warfarin may become too strong, raising the risk of uncontrolled bleeding, including gastrointestinal bleeding or even intracranial hemorrhage. This is why leading medical institutions such as the Mayo Clinic emphasize one critical principle. Seniors on anticoagulant therapy must keep their vitamin K intake consistent, day after day, week after week. Spinach must be treated almost like a medication, where stability is the foundation of safety. There is another important consideration. Spinach contains high levels of oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium in the urine and contribute to kidney stone formation, especially in individuals already prone to stones or with chronic kidney issues. For these adults, large, frequent servings of spinach may quietly increase their risk, but there are safe and practical ways to enjoy spinach. Cooking it, steaming, boiling, or quick sautéing helps reduce both oxalates and vitamin K content, making it gentler for seniors. Those concerned about kidney stones should diversify their greens by rotating with kale, lettuce, or bok choy instead of relying solely on spinach. Pairing spinach with a source of calcium, such as calcium-fortified soy milk, can further reduce oxalate absorption. And above all, staying well hydrated is essential for preventing stone formation. Spinach is not the enemy. It is a nutrient-dense food, but for older adults, especially those on blood thinners or with kidney concerns, it must be eaten with intention, balance, and consistency. When handled properly, it can still be part of a supportive, senior-friendly diet. Up next, we'll explore another vegetable that may look harmless, yet carries hidden risks most people never notice. Stay with me. Now we've arrived at the final vegetable seniors must pay close attention to, one that seems harmless at first glance, yet can become dangerous under the wrong conditions. Green potatoes. Potatoes in their normal state are perfectly safe and even nutritious. But when a potato turns green or begins to sprout, it undergoes a chemical shift that makes it unsafe, especially for older adults. That green color is more than just a cosmetic change. It signals the buildup of solanine, a natural toxin the plant produces when exposed to light, bruising, or sprouting. Solanine is meant to protect the potato from insects, but in humans, it can cause serious harm. Younger people may only experience mild discomfort if they consume a small amount, but adults over 60 with slower digestion and reduced detoxification capacity are at much higher risk of severe poisoning. Solanine can trigger nausea, vomiting, headaches, dizziness, cramps, diarrhea, and in higher doses, even irregular heart rhythms or hallucinations. This isn't theoretical. Historical medical records from the year 1865 to 1983 documented about 2,000 cases of solanine poisoning, including 30 deaths, mostly linked to eating green or sprouted potatoes. And the danger is amplified by one crucial fact. Solanine is heat stable. It does not break down with boiling, frying, or steaming. No cooking method makes a green potato safe. For seniors with stomach issues, kidney disease, liver conditions, or heart problems, the risks are even higher. Their bodies simply cannot clear the toxin effectively. That's why the rule is simple. If a potato has green skin, tastes bitter, or has sprouted, throw it away immediately. Do not cut off the green part and eat the rest. The toxin spreads throughout the flesh and cannot be removed. To stay safe, replace questionable potatoes with alternatives such as sweet potatoes, carrots, or turnips. A small decision like this protects your health and prevents potentially life-threatening complications.